Hey friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and tonight is our last night, night 7 of our Halloween jewelry making marathon. And I had a kit that I haven't even used yet that I realized today, silly me. And it's the SoftFlex kit we got in September, Halloween Hustle. So we're going to use some beads from this. I did buy the companion strand. I may use some of the spacer beads in the rondelles, but I'm not going to use the big beads. We also have some cute little skull beads, but instead of these, I pulled out the rest of my black cats. And then I just wanted to show you these really cute charms that I got. These were sold on the SoftFlex website. I don't think they have any more. I bought them in September, but they're by John Bead. And they are the cutest little mummies. Look at that, isn't that cute? So, gonna have to do something with those. I'm not by any means done making some Halloween jewelry, but I am done with the marathon, so I'll do a finished jewelry update for you. Probably sometime next week, or maybe over the weekend. I haven't really decided yet. Depends how much I get done. But the SoftFlex kit came with these really cute kind of green metallic, they almost look like nuts for nuts and bolts. They're really cool looking. So it kind of evokes Frankenstein a little bit, doesn't it? So these I thought would be fun to do spacers with. So we're going to use those. Those came in our kit. And look at these fire polished purple beads. And then we've got some orange fire polished as well, little ones. And then look at these melon beads. They look like little pumpkins, don't they? And then the mix, which we'll look at in just a second. Oh, Ginger, are you okay? She looked like, sounded like she was choking. You okay, baby? Now she's looking at me like, what? Of course, you got findings. There's little ghosts in here. The skulls are kind of scary. You got a bone. And then, of course, the wonderful crimp beads that I love so much. I'm not going to use these tonight. But we'll probably use, like I said, a few rondelles from here. And then let's take a look at, really quick, at the bead mix by Jesse James Beads. They make these exclusively for SoftFlex in their mystery kits, but there's some really cute things in here. I don't know why I forgot about this. I'm so silly. Oh, we got one little stubborn one. Come on, you. Crinkle, crinkle. All right. So those are cool. I got some skulls here. I don't think I'm going to use the skulls, though. I'm going to stick to the cats. I love these barrel beads. These are going to look great. And look at these. Aren't those fun? Look at this. So we got some really pretty beads, some little bit of bead caps here. And a nice fuchsia color, which I haven't really added to any of our designs that we've been doing. And then look at this guy, kind of like an evil eye. Some really large orange bicones. So we're pretty much going to use everything, I think, in this mix, I think, for the bracelet. And let me, of course, we're going to mix in our little melon beads here. We're going to do a 3-strand bracelet. And I'm going to use some seed beads. You'll see how I'm going to use those. I like I do in the necklaces. I'm going to use them as loops to connect everything in our bracelet. this guy. And of course, what else did I find but Onyx SoftFlex beading wire. Yay. Oh, and then I pulled some things out of my stash, which I'll show you in just a second. Look at that bead. Ooh, I love it. All right. So the bigger beads I'm not going to be using in the bracelet, mainly because we're going to have 3 strands and it might get kind of crowded. Might use these rondelles though. We'll see. And I love these. Aren't those fun? Oh, we should mix some metals probably. I'll pull some stuff here in a minute. So I found these black beads in my stash. And look at this guy. Isn't he cool? Of course, we're not going to use the big ones, but I've got some other little evil eye looking beads. We'll just dump these. Dump. Like I said, I don't want to use the big beads, but like these little bumpy, sparkly guys would be good. Here's a purple bead. Let's see. Oh, I love these. I think I have. I don't know. I think this was like a Czech mix I got. I'm so tempted to say Chex Mix when I say Czech Mix. That's cool. Maybe we'll put him in there, a little heart. I like these, but I think they're a little too wide. But these are perfect. Yeah, those are nice. These look like chocolate chips, don't they? I want to eat them. I don't recommend that. I just had a crown put on one of my back teeth, and I don't really want to have another one anytime soon, to be honest. And I love my dentist, but thanks, but no thanks. Here's another really cool iridescent. So some strands will have a pattern, and some will not. Oh, and I have another. We're just going to mix that up. So, I also have the seed beads. So I've got white, orange, black, and purple. And I'm going to do random loops, or maybe I'll do some stripes. I don't really know yet, but I have these really cool stripe beads. Look at these. So we're going to use some of those too. And I keep doing a double take because they look like they're purple, but they're not. They're black and white. But even if they are purple, they're still going to coordinate. But I thought a whole strand of these would be cool. And maybe put our little orange beads in between. I think that'd be cute. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to need crimp beads. And after I do the first strand, you'll see what I'm talking about with the seed beads. Let's pull out our wonderful crimps. I love these crimps. They're my favorite. And let's make some seed bead piles. I'm wondering if I should probably, it might be easier to scoop these up if I have them in little triangles. Do some black. Probably not going to need that many, but these are kind of a frosty white. Thought they'd be kind of cool looking. Kind of like a ghost. A little transparent. Kind of like Casper. The friendly ghost. Only friendly ghosts are allowed in the making of this bracelet. Okay. I am reading a really creepy book. Well, listening to one on audio, it's really creepy. This guy writes really well. I can't remember his name, but I'll put it in the... Anybody's interested, let me know and I'll tell you in the comments. Not for everybody. I'm doing a second book, but I like to listen to audiobooks when I make jewelry. I think I've mentioned that before. Okay. Real quick, I'm going to grab some gold findings, some gold, just spacer beads or bead caps, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's cut some wire. I'm gonna make this to fit me. I do have a bigger wrist than most folks. Oh, and I'm gonna be using these guys. I can't find my ruler, but I'm just gonna have to, wing it. But these are gonna be, and this is the lobster clasp. So this space is gonna be taken up. Let's just see. I'm just gonna measure by eyeballing it. So, yeah. So, we will need a little extra just so I don't run out of, let's see. I don't want to run out. And I'm gonna need a little extra for the loops, which are also gonna take up some room. So, as I get to making these, we'll check it here and there. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so let's get started. So we're going to make our loop first. And I'm going to take a crimp bead. And we're going to do... I think it'd be fun to make them look different. So I think, it'll be part of the design. So I'm going to... This is not the way to put seed beads on, by the way. I'm just gonna wing it. I think that little end needs to be cut better. There we go. Scoot these over. So I'm going to make loops on all three of these first. And I think I'm going to make the loops like 15 beads. Seed beads. These are number 11 seed beads. I know this white's hard to see. I'm doing 2 white and 1 black. I didn't at the beginning, but that's what I'm going to do for the rest of it. At a stowaway. They like to do that. I kind of like these frosty white beads. They're nifty looking. except it's hard to see where the hole is. Maybe I need some colored triangle trays so I can see white beads. All right, let's see. I don't even know how many that is. Let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I did one white bead because I'm doing an odd number, in case you're wondering. But you can do whatever you want. You could do 16 beads. If you want big loops, you could do 17 to 20. I'd kind of stop at 20 maybe, but it's up to you. Come on. Yeah, I'm not going to make you sit through all of these loops, but let's just do this one so you can see what I'm aiming for. I lost count again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, 15. You could do solid loops too, but I thought a little graphic element would be fun. Now, we need to put this on our finding here, so let me just grab this. Oh no! Every time I think, wow, this is going really well, something happens. Yeah, for those of you who didn't see the video last night, I had quite the giggle fest because that memory wire, I did a memory wire bracelet last night, and it was not, that memory wire was not cooperating. All right, let's do this again. And take your time, because as you can see, it can be a little tricky. So you want to make, you know, seed bead loop like that. However you want to make them, whatever pattern, whatever colors, completely up to you. Oh, I just broke one. Yeah, be careful of that. Bummer. Let me see if I can add one. Come here. Again, I know this is not the way to do seed beads, but and I can see why. All right. Hey, if you wonder why, try it another way, and then you can go, oh, I see. Works every time. Oh boy. Okay, so while I'm doing this, you know what I got stuck in my head today? I Love Lucy, when she does the commercial for Vitamin Vegemin. Oh my word. I cannot get that out of my head today. I was saying it to Ginger, and her ears were just all perked up like she like I was instilling such wisdom to her. And all I was doing was reciting. My sister and I had that memorized. We used to come home from school and watch I Love Lucy and Gilligan's Island and all that good stuff, and it just didn't matter how many times we saw that Vitamin Vegemin. We were hysterical every time. And then my sister, they did Barbies. I Love Lucy Barbies. And she got me the Vitamina Vegemin Barbie for Christmas one year. Okay, so now we have our loop, and I'm going to attach the other 3 strands this way as well. So I'm going to do some more colors, but I'm not going to make you watch all of them. I just wanted you to see me do one. So I'm going to go off camera just a minute and do the other 2 so that we don't sit here all day on this video and you're watching me chase seed beads, because that's no fun. And I'll be right back. All right, so I had to teach the seed beads who was in charge, and I think I successfully did that. But here is the 3 loops. Made them all a little bit different, and I did add some crimp covers. So now we're going to string. Yay! So I really like these square beads, so we're going to do, I think we're going to do these in like the middle strand, and I want to put these orange in between. So we'll get going on that. And I have these little bead buddies so that I can work on the next strand and the next strand before I've got to attach everything. So let's get going. Let's see, we're gonna do orange. These are cool beads. I don't know where I really I'm bad about where I got things, and I need to start paying attention to that. I had an inventory, like a bead inventory software, but the company went out of business, and it wasn't supported. So things that I bought a long time ago, the only way to figure out how much they're worth now is to just look for something similar online. If like I'm pricing something for Etsy, it's about all you can do. This is really cute. I like this. So some will have a pattern and some won't, which I think will be really fun to see on the wrist. Kind of like zebra stripes almost. Now let's see. I'm going to put one of these on real quick. You can also use the binder clips, you know, from the office supplies. I'm just testing on length. This is gonna go all right. Let's do a few more, and then I'll stop and just work on the next strand, and then we'll see if we need to adjust or not. I would rather have less beads and maybe have to add some chain so that I can adjust it than to, you know, make it too long. So the loop's about 1/2 inch. This guy and this, I really don't know. I think that should do it, actually. All right, so let's bead buddy this, and we'll work on our next strand. So for the next strand, I kind of want to play We of course want our kitty cat beads, and I'm going to put some, I'm going to mix some gold in here too. Let's give him some sparkle. Oh, and we have these really cool green hexagon looking beads. Then we'll put a kitty. I think I saw a rhinestone rondelle somewhere. I think it's too big though. Yeah. No worries. So this one's going to be anything goes. Let's introduce some green too. And let's do a pumpkin. Oh, and I found these stars too. Aren't these cute? Little check stars. Let's use a star. And maybe one of these. Maybe a gold spacer. Maybe one of these guys. Oh, darn. Look. Guess those will be for earrings. They're the hole's going in the wrong way for what I want to do. That's all right. We'll use them, save them for earrings. Let's do one of these guys. Let's see where we're at. Okay, a couple more. Let's do another gold spacer. Let's do a bicone. One more. Okay, we'll stop here with this one. Next, once you get it attached, I mean this attached, it's much better. Let's do another little star. I'm dying to use these, gotta use these. Let's see. Little miracle looking bead. Oops. All right, let's see. That's pretty. How many of these do we have? Two more? Okay. I think I want some spacers. Oh, you know what? We have those. Where did I see those? Rhinestone. Hello? I know there were some other... Am I going blind? Ah, here we go. One of these. That's what I was looking for. It's like, I don't think I imagined that. Let's do another kitty. Oh, we gotta use him too. Let's put another kitty. Because that rhinestone is too cute. It'll look like a collar. A little crown on for the kitty. Cute. Oh, let's see. Let's do some of these. We'll do a stack. How we doing on length? Ooh, a barrel bead. Those are kind of big though. I think I'll hold off on that. Okay. That's really cute. Let me just check. I think we can add more. All right. I think we'll stop with that guy. It's just iffy on the sizes when you're, if you're selling these, probably be a good idea to make them a little shorter and then add chain so it's adjustable. But since I'm making this for me, I'm not going to worry about it too much because I can always redo it if I need to, but that's going to look really cute on the wrist. Let me just add a few more beads to these other guys. Then I'll do one loop at the seed beads, and I'm not going to make the ends match either. We're just throwing caution to the wind tonight. Let's stop there for now. Okay, I want to add another melon or pumpkin looking bead. I'm trying to keep this lined up. Just so. Let me scooch these down. Okay, so maybe a couple more beads here. Let's see. We got green, maybe a purple. Let's do a purple. Oh, let's do some of these guys. I like these. They just have a, little green sheen to them. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Okay. I think that's good. So let me just make sure I have everything the way I want it. Just want to make sure these are relatively, they're not going to be exactly the same length because you're using different beads, but you just want it to be close. This is, after all, kind of a funky little bracelet, so we don't need to be exact. Except for that one. It's way closer, isn't it? All right, let's add one more of these. Yeah. All right. Let's stop there. Nope. I guess I didn't have those lined up quite right. Okay. I think that's good. All right. So, we want to do our other loop guy now. So we're going to grab, as you can see, I dumped out my seed beads. Those little triangles weren't working for me. Let's go this way with this. And before we do that, let's put some bead. I guess we could just use one for these. I do like these little bead buddies. They're very helpful. Okay, so what do we do on this end? Oh, I did like an orange, a purple, and a black. So I think I'm going to do something different. Let's do 3 orange. After I make this one, I'm going to test it. Just wrap it around my wrist and make sure before I do the other ones. Let's do some white ones. Casper the Ghost ones. And I'm doing 15 on each side. And I was like, oh, if I do 3s, then it's perfect because it's 15. Duh. Hey, I'm an artist, not a mathematician. Math was not a good subject for me. I mean, I tried, but whoa. No, I did like geometry though. But algebra, oh, I was not a fan of algebra. All right, I need 3 more. It's hard to believe, but my day job is a finance position. I don't know how that happened. Actually, yes, I do. I was working a lot of retail jobs, and God bless you if you work retail jobs. And I just had enough. I was ready to do something different. But I worked retail for many years. Okay. Here's our loop. I mean, this is a quick link, an oval quick link actually is what that is that I'm using tonight. I had round ones, but they were kind of big, so I didn't want them so big that it would be cumbersome. Now I am going to leave a little room. I don't like, if you make your bracelets too tight, then they're real stiff on your wrist, so give it a little bit of play between the beads, especially if you're using the SoftFlex wire, because it coordinates, so it's nice looking stuff, so you know, you don't need to worry about hiding it. In fact, if you're using a fun color, I would say maybe let the beads float, you know? But you do you. You do what you like. Okay, now I'm going to try not to crack any seed beads here. Yay! No crackage. That's a good thing. All right. Let's see how well I did with length. So you know what? I do have room for a little chain. And I think I will do that after I do these last few. So you've already seen me do these loops. I just wanted you to see me do the other side. I'm going to do the rest of these. And actually, I don't mind that this is a little bit short. I'm kind of glad, because then I can put a chain and adjust it, because we're going to use a lobster claw clasp on one of these. So I'm going to continue off camera just adding the other loops and putting on the crimp covers, and then we'll add some chain, just a little bit. Maybe we'll put a little dangle too. That'd be fun. And I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got our really pretty strands all connected with some seed bead loops in these oval quick links. And I'm just going to add the lobster claw clasp to one side, and then we're going to use this. I'm going to add extra, to do a little dangle, and we'll put a little something on the end of that. So because I'm going to do that, I'm going to make it a little bit longer than I would normally. Let's see, can I open this with... Yes, I think I can. I'm going to use about this much, and that way it can be adjusted. Which is great, because if my mom, who has a tiny wrist, wants to borrow it, then it'll be adjustable. Okay. Let me put this on this side. I'm not even going to use a jump ring. I'm just going to close up the chain. All right. Let me move this guy. And then I'm going to make sure I have these oriented correctly. And then we're going to add our lobster claw. He's already got a jump ring on him, so that's cool. Okay. So this way you can adjust. So let's see. Yeah. See that? So I'm going to put a little dangle on the end, just so you got a little extra something, something. Let's see if I can get this off. I'm not left-handed, but I'm trying to use my left hand to get it off. Oh dear. I probably should have put it on my left hand. You know, hindsight's 20/20. Okay, so let's make a little dangle for this. Let's grab a head pin. Oh, I think he belongs with the other one that needed therapy. Let's see. Yeah, what are we gonna do? Let's see. You know, that's awful pretty. Let's do that. Those holes are kind of big, so I had to put a little bead. And maybe a little bit of color. All right. I think that'll do it. Oh, where's my round nose? There they are. I'm just going to put this on the very end. It'd be also cute to do a little pumpkin maybe, or a little ghost. Whatever you want to do. This turned out pretty cute. Excuse me. Got a dry throat. Need to get some water. Let me just get rid of the edge so we don't have things poking. Let's do it this way. All right, so here is our Halloween boho glam bracelet with dangle. I'll just let you see all the goodies. Let me turn it this way so you can see the kitty cats. Really cute. I like it, I like it. And each loop has a different pattern. So the seed beads, when you're doing this, if you do this, you can play with patterns while you know, come up with different combinations that you can use in future designs. So great place to experiment, and it looks really neat. So there is our bracelet. That was a lot of fun. And I've got tons of beads left over, so I may have to make a few more. So that is our night 7 Halloween marathon jewelry making. And I think it was really fun. I enjoy doing the marathons. I think it's a great way to, you know, push yourself. So don't be afraid to do that on your own. I would love to see, you know, if you decide to do any of these designs, you know, please share them in the Facebook group, Marcie Creates. And if you're not a member of that group, please join us. Beautiful things. Everybody is so nice. And I just love I love seeing all that you all make. And thank you so much for all those kind words and prayers for my mom. She's still a little under the weather, but every day she gets better. So I really do appreciate that. And you all take care of yourselves and be safe. Take care of yourself and your families, and your fur babies. Oh, and speaking of fur babies, stay tuned for Ginger and Cha-Cha. So with that, I will see you on the next video. Cha-Cha, can you go night-night? You go lay down? Your sister's laying down. Are you being stubborns? Nothing's out there for you. What you doing? There's no one out there. Woo! No one's out there. You go night-night, okay? Mama's working. You just checking on us? You just checking? Is she just checking on us? Yeah. Is she just checking? Huh, Ginger? You checking on your sister? You want to come night-night with us? Cha-Cha? Tell everybody hi. Hi. Is your little tongue hanging out? I think it is. Little bit. Little bit. Well, come on if you're going to sit with Ginger. All right, I'm going to leave you be.